welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this look. This look was inspired by the look Mary Phillips created for Hailee Steinfeld at the 2018 Grammy Awards. I just wanted to quickly mention how important it is to remember that these are makeup artists creating these looks. I feel like a lot of times at these award shows or on the red carpet, the makeup artists behind the looks don't really get recognized. Like, they'll ask the celebrity, you know, what are you wearing? What jewelry are you wearing? But they never really ask about the makeup artist, which is kind of crazy because obviously their face is kind of important at these award shows. So I just wanted to quickly mention to not forget that these are working makeup artists that create all these looks that we love so much. But yeah, there was a lot of amazing looks this year at the Grammys. I mean, Lady Gaga's was insane. Cardi B, Rihanna. There was just so many to choose from, but the reason I picked Hailee's look is because I really like the pop of color. I also feel like this look can be very wearable if you're going for a more colorful look, especially in the summertime. Even paired with a red lip, this would look really nice. And this look is also very, very easy to do, but I don't know, I feel like out of everyone, this look just kept popping out the most to me, so I wanted to recreate it today. And if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So I just placed some concealer down from my brow bone to my crease. And for my lid, I'm actually going to use the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. I just had myself in the face to prime my lids. Just to make sure everything is evenly blended. Because if your base isn't evenly blended, then your eyeshadows are not going to look blended. So I am going to be using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette today because this look doesn't require a lot of colors, and I feel like this shade right here, I believe the name is Pool Party. I'll put it on the screen. I don't have the little sheet that says the names anymore. It's like the perfect color for this look. It looks super similar to the shade Hailee was wearing. I don't know what shade the makeup artist used, but this is just an inspired look by the makeup artist and Hailee. Obviously, it's not going to be identical, but I really like this look, so I wanted to do something super similar. So if you look at the pictures of the makeup, it doesn't really look like there's really any transition shades, but I'm just gonna do a very light transition shade just because, I don't know, sometimes I feel like I really need to with my eye shape, but I'm not gonna make it super noticeable or anything. The main focus is really just gonna be on that aqua color. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the light brown from the palette. You can use any either light brown or like a peachy shade, just any transition shade really. I'm just gonna run that into my crease. Again, I'm not gonna make it super noticeable, but just so there's like a little bit of definition. But we're pretty much gonna spread that shimmery shade all over anyway. But I'm just a weirdo and I feel like I need this. So I keep debating on whether or not I want to go in with this Jada shade first. It's a matte shade, but looking at the picture, it really looks like they only took like one shade and put it on the lid and spread it up into the crease. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, unless I just take, you know what, I'm gonna take a very, very, very light wash of the shade and put that into the crease first, and then I'll put this down just to make this color a little bit more intensified anyway. You can skip this step if you want. So I didn't really build this color up at all. Like I said, if you want, you can really skip this step. But it's just going to have a nice light wash underneath of the shimmer, which I'm going to go in with now. Like I said, I believe this color is called Pool Party, but if it's not, I'll put it on the screen either way. Start putting this onto the lid. This color's so pretty. I didn't even spray my brush or anything, but which I really don't think I need to at all. But I don't know, sometimes I like to just go in with a little bit of spray or Fix Plus and just add like one layer of the foiled, but I don't think I need to. Normally we're told not to put shimmers in her crease, but for this look we are going to do that because she had this all over the lid and into the crease like I said earlier. So I'm just taking a small blending brush. This is a Luxie 231. And I'm just going to start putting that into the crease. We're not going to do too much though because it's just a nice wash of color up there. After you're done putting it into the crease, you might just want to touch up on the lid a little bit because when you go in with that crease brush, sometimes it tends to take away from the lid. So I'm just going to pop some more back on. Looking at the pictures, I can't tell if it's just the shimmer on her eyes. I think it is, or if she has a little bit of gloss on top of it. I don't think she has the gloss on top. It looks like it's just the shimmer, but I don't know. Maybe later on I might end up adding an eye gloss on top of this, but either way, I'm not going to do that to the end because if you are doing a glossy eye, it's just better to wait till you're pretty much done with your makeup and then throw the gloss on last. But I mean, I think it looks good like this. I'm pretty sure she only used the lid colors on her eyes, but we'll see when we're all done. So it doesn't look like she did any winged liner or anything like that, but I'm just going to put a little bit of my Inglot Gel Liner as close to my lash line as possible. The reason why I'm using this one is because if I do decide to go in with that eye gloss, I know Inglot stays put the best, but if you're not going in with a gloss, feel free to use any black liner for this. For mascara today, I'm going to go in with my Lancome Monsieur Big. This has been my go-to mascara lately. I've used it in the past few videos, I think. But I need to try Lancome's Hypnose Drama again because that was my absolute favorite, especially when I worked for Lancome. But I really like this one, so I want to try that one again to see which one I like better. So I just threw on the Ardell Wispy Lashes in the number 113 because she just had a really natural looking lash. These are actually longer than I remembered them being, but any type of natural wispy lash will do, or you can just wear mascara with this look. But we're going to move on to the face and then we will finish off the eyes. To prime the skin, I'm going to use my Becca Backlight Priming Filter Primer. This just adds a nice luminosity to the skin. I'm also going to take a little bit of my Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer and just fill my pores in with this. Just like to press it into my pores. For foundation today, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. This used to be my ride or die. I mean, it still is. It's a foundation that I use when I know I need it to last. I know I want it to look good and for pictures. And since it is a Grammys inspired look, obviously the celebrities get their pictures taken a lot, so I thought this would be a good foundation to use for this video. The Forever Ultra HD foundation is actually meant to be pounced into the skin, so make sure you really take your time working it in. I mean, you should be doing that with any foundation, but that is just a tip. So we're going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. These are their brand new concealers. They're supposed to be similar to Tarte Shape Tape, so I've heard. I've heard that these have great coverage. I'm going to insert swatches. I bought 4 different shades just because right now I'm at my absolute palest, but I do usually get tanner, especially with spring and summer coming up. So I just got a few different shades, my pale and in between and medium shades. So I'm going to insert swatches of those. But these are really cute. They come in like a rose gold packaging. And if you look at the wand, it is very similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. It's a bigger doe foot applicator. But yeah, I'm really excited to try these out, especially with everything going on with Tarte right now, the controversy. I would like to find a new concealer to use, and also this is a more affordable concealer, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed for this. But yeah, before I go in with concealer, I'm going to use my Hard Candy Instant Eye Fix, just because this is what I've been using for the past like month doing my makeup. It just kind of depuffs and helps your concealer to not crease as much, and it has more of a peachy undertone, so it does help brighten the under eye also. The C6 actually seems lighter than C5. This one has more of like a neutral yellow undertone, where 5 came off a lot more peachy and darker on my skin. So let me see how C6 works, but like I said, I'm very pale right now. I'm at my palest, so I don't know. Actually, this might work. As long as it doesn't get darker. Ooh. Alright, coverage. This actually feels a little bit more flexible than the Tarte Shape Tape Wand also. And I think it's slightly smaller, if I'm correct. And I'm just going to take a brush first to blend out my concealer, and then I go back over it with a beauty blender just in case there's any harsh lines. But I feel like going in with a brush first kind of shears the concealer out almost a little bit. It spreads it out better while still keeping the coverage. So this is just a technique I've been doing lately. Oh yeah, this has good coverage. Okay. This concealer is looking pretty good. Um, Obviously, I kind of have to wear it longer to really know how I feel about it and see how it wears throughout the day and stuff. And see how the creasing goes. I mean, honestly, everything creases on me because I just have natural creases under my eyes. But we'll see. I'm sure I'll be talking about this more in my future videos. But for now, it actually looks pretty good. It had very good coverage, especially for an affordable product. So we might be onto something new. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of baking with my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm just going to press what's left on top of my skin. I'm going to press it into the skin and then kind of dust, but I like to really press the product into the skin. For highlighter today, I think I'm actually going to use an oldie but goodie, the Jaclyn Hill highlighters with Becca. So I'm going to mix Champagne Pop with Prosecco Pop, just because I haven't used these in a hot minute. So I'm going to use them. I'm going to bronze my skin up with the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm trying not to use my physician's formula in every video. In the pictures, it definitely looked like she had a more of a peachy tone blush. So I'm going to take this Flormar blush in the shade Pure Peach. I got this at Harmon. I don't know where else they sell this brand, but it was a drugstore brand. Now before we move back into the eyes, I'm just going to take some of my MAC Fix Plus that I've missed so much because I haven't bought it in so long. But honestly, if you have dry skin, this is just the best hydrating spray for your face. I'm not even kidding. I own so many sprays, and this just does it for me. Obviously, it's not a setting spray, but it really just melts your makeup into your skin and hydrates the skin. At least for me, it does. I love my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, but I like that more as a setting spray, where this one really just refreshes my skin and melts the makeup into my skin the best. So I'm going to be spraying this onto my face. So we are going to move back into the eyes, and I'm first just going to take that light brown again and put that along my lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Jada again and very, very, very lightly also put that along my lower lash line. Now we're going to go in with the same shade we used on the lid, Pool Party. I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit just because it is a shimmer and I don't want it to go all over my face, and I just really want it to pop. So we're going to take that and put that along our whole lower lash line. I'm just going to add some more mascara to my lower lashes, again using the Lancome Monsieur Big. Her bottom lashes look so good. For lips today, I'm first going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Seductress. And then I'm going to take the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Moonchild. This is their recent collab with Kathleen Lace. And I'm just going to place this in the center of my lips. So this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more celebrity inspired looks, because I miss them. I miss seeing them. I feel like on the old school YouTube, people did these all the time, especially after award shows. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more of that. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave, and I will see you in my next video.